Why should Americans vote? Should should Americans take their voting rights seriously? Well, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why we should take it seriously. One, elections have consequences. Now, maybe asking, why do we have consequences? I don't know, but we do. Well, but we have consider we have the power to decide what the next generation beholds. Well, we should we do have the power, and we decide of who we want who we want to be our president, and who decides what the law to be. We have the power to decide what we want. If, like, for one, the abortion law, that's such a huge thing that about the killing babies before they're born and all that. We have the power to stop it. Two, not voting is giving up your voice. And consider how elections are a huge part of being an American. So, considering that, we have the power. We get to decide who is going to be a candidate for office. So, say if you didn't vote, who knows? If you don't, you may think, oh, my vote ain't gonna count. But if that one vote could have got us a good president, but we got the wrong candidate, kind of stinks, doesn't it? Your power is your vote. It's your money. Yeah, it's my money. I want to know where my money's going. You know why? Because I don't want my money to go into some fund that for someone I would like my money to go towards the veterans that need it, or help those in need instead of those that don't really need it. So I want to know where my money going. You get to choose where your taxes are going. Tax money's going. Then, number 4, voting is an opportunity for change. Why? I don't know. Sometimes we need a good change, and I would I hope 10 years from now, our country's change the way it is changing back to God. That's what I want. I don't want our country to go to stray from God. I want it to go back to God. So, do you want to make a difference? That is how voting can make a difference. That is a very powerful. Voting is very, 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 very powerful. So you get to decide the candidates. You get to decide what the measures are. You get to decide if you get to let's say if we get higher minimum wages, you get to decide if we get free chocolate. I'm just kidding. That's just a joke. My bad. And then, but we need to make, as Americans, we need to make our voices heard. That's why voting is so important. And then, number 5, the community depends on you. Now, there's some people like friends and families and children and neighbors. That's our community. And then people you work with. There may be some people that don't have the right to vote because they're not considered an American yet. Because they're still going through all the whole process. They're not they're an immigrant, and they're trying to go through the whole legal process and to become an American. They're right there. Or maybe they're not old enough to vote yet because they're still children, or some people may not think it's important for them to vote, so they don't do it. Or there's some people they can't. They just can't. They're not ready to vote. They can't. They're not old enough, like I said, and that's it. That's how it is. I don't know. I don't make the law. And that's why it is so important. Because if you don't vote for, so you gotta be the one to step out and vote. So I hope you guys all have your registers to vote and getting ready for the elections, especially next year. That's the most important one. That's our president. I really hope President Trump gets in, or is still president then. So let's recap. Number one, elections have consequences. So we got so whatever we do, we gotta vote for what we want. Two, not voting is giving up your voice. You have a voice, and you have the freedom to use it. Three, it's your money. I like to know where my money is going. And four, voting is an opportunity for change. I like change ain't always good, but sometimes you need a good change to make it work. And lastly, five, the community depends on you. So, in all things considered, voting is such an awesome thing. We have freedom. We get to vote, and we're one of the very only countries on earth that has the right to vote. So, as an American, you need to make your voice heard. Thank you.